Well, more soldiers are being deployed to Mamelodi today. The 75,000 square meter Mams Mall was heavily looted last week. Police say the shopping complex was hit by organized gangs. Mankoba Mkunu is in Mamelodi tracking the story for us. Mankoba, tell us what's happening there. Are you seeing boots on the ground?
Certainly, Anika, we are seeing more boots here on the ground here in Mamelodi Mall. And of course, as promised by the South African National Defence Force, that they will be deploying some of their members here to try perhaps and beef up security at this particular mall. You can see some of the soldiers that have arrived here this morning. Of course, we do understand that a platoon of soldiers will be deployed here, and that usually consists of about 30 SANDF members that will be here on the ground, and in particular here at this particular mall. And their sole mission, Anika, is to basically beef up security, but not also doing that. There will be various operations that they'll be holding here at the mall to ensure that, of course, they beef up the areas surrounding the mall. So basically, what we understand at this particular point is that they will be deployed here at this particular mall, but they won't be stationed only here. They'll also be moving around the foot, as well as mobile patrols that will be going around both here in Mamelodi East as well as Mamelodi West to basically look at the situation and assess the situation in terms of the threat. And also, there will be various operations that I've mentioned before that will be taking place, which include, of course, foot patrols that will be holding, as well as operations where they'll go inside the mall itself and also the surrounding streets in and around this particular mall. But of course, Anika, there was a bit of concern as to why the soldiers are taking this long to come. And joining me now, perhaps to speak on this issue, is the chairperson of the Community Policing Forum here in Mamelodi, Steve too. So thank you for your time. Let's start here. As residents here and as the CPF, are you relieved that the soldiers are here?
Yes, thank you, sir, Mr. Mangoba. First, I would like to correct something. I'm not the chairperson. I'm only the one in charge today for the visibility. Yeah, the CPF, Momolongwarena. And I'm relieved, yes. The SANDF ileting, Lima Polisa aleting, and other law enforcement agencies, Ritushana Lewona. This will mean to build our community to go back to normal as we used to live before. Because what really happened last, it disturbed a lot of things, especially Lumebereko Yabatu. So Rena as a CPF, we are the structure on the ground, saying we represent the community themselves. And so being here for doing our visibility, we are also conducting other programs to restore the law.
Okay. I just want to ask you this. Of course, this comes a week after we saw looting and vandalism here. Do you think that perhaps the arrival of the soldiers perhaps is a bit too late here?
Yes, Yona, it is too late, but their visibility now, I believe maybe in future, even our government will understand such things when people instigate protest, they must always come in time. I mean, the intelligence in South Africa, whereby we believe the intelligence must act swiftly.
But do you think, looking at what happened here last week, there were enough police on the ground, there was a need for soldiers, and there was enough intelligence?
It was not enough police, and soldiers were not there. And, the people who came here to do the rioting and all that, there were so many. So many people, in a sense that even police would have come here. If there is not enough resources, then there is no way you can restore that. And the other thing is that the most disturbing thing, it happened at night, not during the day. And so people living around the area, if they could have acted swiftly with the SANDF or enforced more police to come and assist, I believe South Africa would be in a better state now.
Do you believe that, or do you feel that you have been failed, perhaps, by the police as well as the security cluster in terms of protecting this particular community at a time when you need them the most?
I mean, not say they've failed. Maybe I would say the government. I will take it from the top. Our government itself didn't act, as I said before. They didn't act in time, and this is it brings a mistrust to the community, because if the government takes time to act, then who must act? Because we all work under the orders that we are given. We are here because we are given an order to come and do the visibility.
Okay, thank you very much for talking to us. That was one of the CPF members who is here on the ground, Annika, to see the soldiers that are here that will be deployed in this particular area. Of course, they're saying that, the sense is that they believe that the army should have been deployed more earlier, given the damage and the vandalism that happened here in this particular area. So we will be posing some of the questions, of course, to the army generals that are here, just to kind of get a sense from them about some of those operations that they will be doing in this particular community.
Manqoba, speaking to other people in the area, did you get a sense that they feel comforted by seeing, those big sort of army vehicles on the streets, or a little bit frightened?
Well, Annika, I think the sense that we're getting from many of the residents is that, they were taken by surprise that the soldiers actually arrived here today. In fact, many of the people saying that where were the soldiers last week when we needed them the most? So many of them saying that they believe that the arrival of the soldiers at this particular point is perhaps a bit too late. What is it that they're coming to do, the people ask. But of course, we don't know the operations yet that the soldiers will be engaging in. So I guess we'll have to find out more about those particular organizations. But perhaps it seems at this particular stage, Annika, as if this is one of the precautionary measures to try and perhaps keep any possible people that could want to target this particular mall. But the community members saying that, Annika, they're quite surprised to see the soldiers here. And they're saying that it's a little too late.
Manqoba Nkunu, thank you so much. She's talking to us from Mamelodi, where the troops, as you can see, have rolled in.